you heard the mind-blowing fan theory that Billy
crazy.
Madison,
Check
Big
this out.
Lebowski, and Con Air take place in the same universe? So Danny McGrath was mistreated and bullied all his life. In 1995, he finally snapped and decided to make a list of people he wanted to kill. Luckily, Billy Madison called and apologized to take himself off the list, but it didn't stop Danny from going one by one down the list, fully transforming into his serial killer persona of Garland Green. He's eventually captured in 1997 and makes his way onto the prisoner transport airplane in Con Air. At the end of Con Air, everybody thinks Garland...
Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there had a good damn weekend. It's Sunday, y'all. My favorite day of the week. Happy Sunday. We got some good food going on the grill today. A nice steak, jalapenos, same as last Sunday. I have the same thing pretty much every day, y'all. Eat the same thing. It's easy for me to do that. But anyways, y'all, we're back with another reaction, y'all. Before we get into the reaction, if you guys can see them, we got a little bit of fish back there. Now, I got 5 neon tetras, 2 guppies. I got 6 neon tetras, but one of the tetras didn't make it on the drive home, so I got to take it back and get another one. But yeah, we got some fish back there finally, y'all. I can't get no big fancy fish back there. It's only a 10-gallon tank, so we got to keep them small. But yeah, they'll get a little more active. They're still getting used to their new home, their new environment. So, you know, as the days go on, as the reactions go on, they'll be more active back there. But hey, we got a hell of a reaction coming up today, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you guys up too much. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the damn reaction. All right, here we go, y'all. I got a good one today. Sit back, enjoy. New flavor alert. We got a new bubbly. We got a mango flavor, y'all. I might have to make a little chelada with this. Put some chamoy and some tajin and do a little something with it. I don't know. We'll see how it tastes, but enjoy the reaction.
This is the thing about the whole flat earth, round earth thing. Like, why people care if people believe in the earth the way the Bible describes it? Why do people get so mad about that?
Does the Bible describe it as flat?
Yeah.
It does?
With the dome, the firmament, and everything. Why do people get mad at people if they just describe the earth the way the oldest history book describes it?
Yeah. So does this mean you think it's flat?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Google images of satellites. I've never seen a satellite that was real. I'm just saying. I'm not a flat earther. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is very strange now that you bring that up.
This is what changed me when I looked into emergency landings.
Why would they? Why are they selling us on round?
That's not the only thing they're selling you on. They're selling you on space.
You don't think they're real? You don't think sun's real?
No. Sun is real. The sun and the moon is real.
Okay.
But outer space is not.
No, honestly, I don't really care if they came out and said the earth was flat, right? My life is going to go on. It ain't going to be crazy, right? They told us aliens are real and no one blinked an eye. So, but what's fishy is there's no real pictures of space. There's no real pictures of satellites, right? There's not even a picture of the satellite before they send it to space, right? So why? I mean, with today's technology, we should have HD pictures of space, right? I mean, why not? So a little fishy, but like I said, if they came out and said the earth was flat, okay. Is gas going down, right? Is my mortgage, is the interest rate going down? No? Okay, then I don't care. You know what I mean? It's chaos. Hell no. Let's get out of here. You don't got nowhere to go get that guy. He still had his drink in his hand.
Oh my God.
I paid for this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh my God, that bike fell. Oh my God. Get the kids. Get the kids. Water, kids, swimming water. That was water, swimming water. Oh.
If you
Crazy.
live in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri.
I've never been on a cruise, but I know if I ever do, I'm going to do some research. Is it hurricane season? What's the weather like for the next 10 days in this area of the ocean, right? Because that was a big storm. So I'm sure it was on the 7-day forecast, right? But here we go. We're going to get into this little eclipse, y'all. We're going to be doing little eclipse clips in the future because it's coming up in a month, y'all. So
Tennessee, Illinois, Kentucky,
it's coming right
Indiana,
by me.
Ohio, and Pennsylvania.
It starts
You
with
need to
me.
watch this. So the 2024 total solar eclipse is happening in just a few weeks on April the 8th. This solar eclipse will cross North America, passing over Mexico, United States, and Canada. If you don't know what a solar eclipse is, it's when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, completely blocking the face of the sun. The sky will darken as if it were dawn or dusk. Obviously, if you've seen one, you know this because it'll be literally the middle of the afternoon and it'll go dark outside and all the traffic lights will turn on. There are some safety measures to take. You can never look at this with your bare eyes. You have to have protective glasses. They're called eclipse glasses. But usually if you're in an area where this is going to be visible, they give them out for free. So the path of the eclipse continues from Mexico, entering the United States and Texas, and traveling through all of these states. I'm not going to list them. These solar eclipses are incredibly rare, and a lot of people like to say that they happen all the time, which they do, but not in every area. They happen all across the world. So the fact that this one's going right through the United States, you want to make sure you watch it if you're around it. I do these roundups every day, so add me and come back to me tomorrow.
Doesn't this situation in Texas remind anyone else of Maui or more recently Chile? I don't know, you tell me. It just looks almost identical to those situations. Very strange stuff, to say the least. Now, I know that the Panhandle is known for, fires, and I know Texas is known for wildfires and stuff like that, but this just seems a little too weird, and it seems like another case of Mountain Dew. I will let you put two and two together on that, but it's just strange. The whole entire thing is very odd, and it is very reminiscent of Maui and more recently Chile. I mean, even look at this. Does this look natural to you? It doesn't to me, but who am I? I'm just a guy making videos and pointing out stuff and questioning things. I mean, Elon Musk tweeted this out 2 weeks prior to this happening. So, again, I'm just questioning things. I will let you decide.
That's a good question right there, Elon.
When Jesus was in the tomb, and you know how he left the tomb because he came back to life?
Yeah.
There was a cloth that was folded and left on where he was resting, like his body was resting.
Yeah.
And scholars were wondering, why did the scripture specifically have to point out, and he left the cloth folded on a place of where he was sleeping? Check this out. So in Hebrew tradition, right, there's the servant and there's obviously the master. And usually what happens is the servant, when the master is eating, there would be a cloth. Now, if the master would fold the cloth and leave it on the table, the servant would clean up the whole table, but you would leave what's being used by the master. Why? Because the folded cloth means he's coming back.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna return to the table.
Yeah.
So Jesus leaving the cloth means he's coming back.
I think the reading I read, he's like, oh yeah, don't let any of these people who slander the name of mine, get into your head, I will come back and stuff like that. But that was in the last page.
Yeah.
He's like, soon I will come back, blah, 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 don't let them slander. It was crazy.
Nikola Tesla was killed by the government. It is said that Nikola Tesla knew the secrets of the pyramids of Giza. He said that the pyramids were more than just tombs for the pharaohs. He stated that the pyramids were built to transmit energy all over the globe. That would explain why there are pyramids everywhere around the world. It is also said that Nikola Tesla developed a powerful weapon that could wipe out armies in an instant. This weapon was called the Tesla Death Ray, and it said that one night in 1908, Nikola Tesla wanted to test this weapon. So he sent a man by the name of Robert Peary to the Arctic, and Tesla aimed his weapon towards the Arctic and fired it up. But when Robert telegrammed Tesla, he said nothing happened. But later that day, Tesla read on the newspaper that in a forest in Siberia, 800 squared miles of trees were burnt and leveled to the ground, and officials speculated it was a meteor, but there was no crater at the scene. And at that moment,
I've heard
Nikola
about that.
Tesla dismantled
Trees
the
are still
weapon
down
because
to
it was
this
too
day.
dangerous for human use. And after his mysterious death, Nikola Tesla's blueprints mysteriously disappeared. But people speculate the United States government confiscated his blueprints so they wouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Field. It's a long fly ball going back, and the ball shatters the sky, bringing the ocean itself down into the stadium. Oh, Simpson just broke this dream's reality wide open.
We're being sealed in a dome!
What do I do? I don't know what to do. Because if I stay, I'm trapped. If I leave, I'm alone. Oh, God. In, out, in, out. I never saw Venice. Hey.
It's all come true.
That crazy old man in church was right.
No, y'all.
Hey, you all right? Hey,
This is the trippy. Like this thing popped up for me and it tripped me out. Even like in the beginning, he has like the birds in the background. Like we all remember when we were kids hearing those birds when we were just sitting outside chilling with our friends on the porch. You know what I mean? Like listen to the little birds in the front. This guy's detail and his page is awesome. I love it. Check him out. So this is a trippy little brings back memory, the good days.
hey, you all right? Hey, can you hear me? Hey, there we are. Man, that was quite the fall. 2024? No, it's 1999. What are you talking about? Yeah, you knocked yourself out. You tried doing a backflip off the electrical box. Come on, let's get you up, huh? Yeah, we were walking home from school, man, and you wanted to come jump off this thing. Crazy? You really had me worried there for a second. Huh? TikTok? What's that? Yeah, we have the internet. We have like Netscape Navigator. Man, I think we should go sit down. Ah, here we go. Yeah, just
Getting
relax.
chills just watching it.
Oh, I got an extra surge. You want it? Here you go. Dude, check out this sweet book I got at the library. Dude, Eyewitness Sharks. Can't wait. Look, I only need like 2 more stickers for a free pan pizza. Awesome. What? Ebook? It's an what were you dreaming about? Dude, my mom, she snacked a booster pack in my lunchbox today. Look what I pulled. I know, it's Zard. It's crazy. You know, one day it'll probably be like a couple $100, I'm sure. Man, I'm so bummed. I did that rare candy glitch that everybody's doing, and it freaking erased my game. I gotta start all over again. Alright, you feeling better? We should probably get going home. Yeah, both your parents are still alive. They're waiting for you. Okay. You alright? Do it again tomorrow? Okay.
The government took my water-powered car, so I had to go retrieve it.
So we got tipped off that this lot could potentially have my car in it. This is the government impound, I guess. Oh my god, there it is. I think I'm just gonna go get it.
The caddy on running on water?
I got my second set of keys that they didn't get out of the safe.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Oh my god, it still starts. Holy shit.
Alcohol is no longer what it used to be. Do you know Fireball? It's like a cinnamon drink that they have in the US. The ingredients in the US are different than the ingredients in Europe. So people are like, this is a cinnamon spicy drink. And then you look at what they use in the United States to make Fireball shots, and it has formaldehyde, which is the coolant that they use for air conditioning. I was like, oh yeah, no wonder it burns. Alcohol is no longer what it used to be.
And we have dinner. This is the
Okay, this is a long clip, y'all, so bear with me, but it's a trippy clip.
Very steep side. Here's
all right, but have you guys ever had somebody experience a call that's like unexplained, right? Because now we have cell phones, but before we didn't have caller ID. We didn't know the number that was calling us. You can block your phone. Like, can you still block your phone, like with *69 or whatever it was? But I remember when I was little, my sister got a call and she was terrified. Like, it was my dad that called yelling at somebody, like they were arguing, like a heated argument. And it wasn't my dad. He's like, no, I'm working. Like, I don't know. When they tried calling him, like, well, are you okay? But she kept getting this call from, I don't know who, I don't know what. But she used to always get that call. Let me know down below. Have you guys, any family members, friends ever got crazy calls like that?
That's it. That's the only protection you have.
So now that we got all the science crap out the way, let's get into the good stuff. Now, here's the theory, plain and simple. Around our planet, there are hundreds of land masses known as mesas. This is an isolated hill with a flat top and very steep sides. And some believe that these mesas are actually ancient, giant tree stumps. Why do they believe this? Because they look like giant tree stumps. Now, that's not too hard to believe given the size of the sequoias in California, one in particular, General Sherman. Over 2,700 years old, with a 25-foot base and 275-foot height, it is one of the oldest living trees in the world. So even if the oldest tree in the world is over 5,000 years old, then what happened to the older trees? These mesas look like the remains of trees that have been cut down, not to mention the mountains, which look like trees that have been broken off at their base. I completely understand that this sounds crazy, and even I wanted nothing to do with it when it first came up. But the more you look into it, the realer it gets.
And we have all the oxidated atmosphere. That's why we had giants. And that's why we also had these giant trees. That's why we had the sequoias. And Joe cut me off on the giants, but you can dig down there. You can see it in the 1800s newspapers. Throughout the 1800s and early 1900s, all around America, farmers were digging up giant bones. And they found hundreds and hundreds of skulls and all these bones in the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian made a huge apology for losing or destroying all these bones. They're all gone. There's no more of these bones left. Where are the giant bones? They're probably hidden somewhere. But giants existed. It's known. It's a fact. People lived longer in the old days than we do now. It's a fact. And the reason I know it's a fact is because there's evidence. And the other reason I know it's a fact is because I can do it today.
Have you heard the mind-blowing fan theory that Billy
crazy.
Madison,
Check
Big
this out.
Lebowski, and Con Air take place in the same universe? So Danny McGrath was mistreated and bullied all his life. In 1995, he finally snapped and decided to make a list of people he wanted to kill. Luckily, Billy Madison called and apologized to take himself off the list, but it didn't stop Danny from going one by one down the list, fully transforming into his serial killer persona of Garland Green. He's eventually captured in 1997 and makes his way onto the prisoner transport airplane in Con Air. At the end of Con Air, everybody thinks Garland died in the plane crash, but the viewer sees that he sneaks away to do some gambling. Fun times in Vegas run out, so he takes his winnings and makes his way to Los Angeles. He meets Walter and the Dude and joins their bowling team in Big Lebowski. He assumes a much quieter life and takes on a similar but different name to his birth name, Donnie, but he clearly doesn't stop serial killing. Did you notice all the bowling shirts he wears throughout the movie? None of them have the name Donnie on it. All of these people were perhaps other bowlers that he's killed. Plus, he doesn't have any friends and family. No one shows up to his funeral other than Walter and the Dude. Donnie from the Big Lebowski is definitely the same guy from Billy Madison and Con Air.
It's crazy.
His name until you get close to the draft, and his name is David Stern. You always know who this man is. Just tell us like some of the stories of the opportunity you got the chance to shake his hand to come into this league and to get to know him over your career of how good a person he was.
I met him before the draft. He says, even before the lottery, he said, you want to play where it's hot or where it's cold? And I said, hot. Then Orlando gets the ball. I don't think none of it.
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I am too. So then,
I love that you just said that.
I'm at the draft, and he's coming up with the envelope, and he's looking at the envelope, and he goes,
that was a wink. If the cameras did not see it, that was a strong wink.
So right then, because I didn't know, but I know I was 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, so like he got the envelope, and it was real quick. He was like, and with the first, and then he called me. So, and then I would always see him and say thank you, because he actually paved the way for all of us.
Absolutely.
He did a lot. So I remember one time when the hacker shack was starting to get strong, I went to his office and said, listen, I make a lot of money, and based on your pay scale, I can miss 20 games and still be all right.
Yeah.
So the next person fouled me, I'm knocking somebody's teeth out. And he started laughing. He said, Shaq, you know what's funny about this conversation? He said, you're complaining about 28 teams, but I got 28 teams complaining about you. That's what he said.
That's crazy.
I said, damn. I said, so they switched.
Perspective.
I said, yeah, they complaining about me. He said, yeah, everybody's, you're too big, you're too strong, you get all the call, like, I can't. And then he said, let me keep it real with you, Shaq. I can't call every foul. I said, you're right. And so that's when I said, okay, you can't call every foul. That also means you can't call every 3 seconds.
Right.
And that's why I just stood in the lane. And that's how, and
there's always was claws in there. You always
all day. I'm gonna just stand. I'm like, you gonna call it, but you ain't gonna call it 2 times, 3 times wrong. Ain't no way.
Frustrated at how the officiating went down the stretch there, but you guys pulled it out and was a big win.
David Stern wonder why the league is losing money. That's why. People pay good money to come watch these athletes play, and they try to take over the fucking game.
Shaq, we're on live. I know. Let me ask you this.
Sunday, March 3rd, we're all even. We're all fucking at 0. Now you gotta fucking make it happen throughout the month. You gotta get up every morning. You gotta go for the fucking throat. Who gives a fuck what they're thinking? You understand me? You gotta be aggressive in today's world. It's a different fucking world. And if you're 25, strap a pair on, bitch. It ain't getting no fucking easier. Your college degree means you gots today. It's all about heart, balls, and fucking soul, Jack. You gotta get in there. You gotta get your elbows dirty. You gotta get your hands dirty. Roll up your sleeves. Have you ever thought about that? What'd you think? The fucking bluebird of happiness was gonna knock on your door and just give you a check because you're you? Fuck you. You better get up and know what it is to be fucking hungry to get to that goal that you're trying to reach. Think of your grandfather when he fucking came here with a nickel in his pocket and a pair of fucking shoes. What was he thinking? You think he was thinking about Starbucks? Do your 22 push-ups, write down your goals. Who gives a fuck what they're thinking? It's what you're thinking that matters. Do you ever realize that shit? So get your life together. It's a whole new week. The thing about this week is you get another chance to start over.
All right, there you have it. Spoken from the GOAT, Joey Diaz. Life changes when you start to give back. Now, what do I mean by give back? I don't mean by, giving $1 to the homeless. I don't mean by, doing any of that. That's just things you do if you got extra from the kindness of your heart. When I say give back, I mean give back to yourself. Take care of yourself. Read your books. Write your goals down and get them done daily. Eat better food. Drink better things. Think better thoughts. When you start giving back to yourself, God gives back tenfold, right? But that's it. That is the key to success. Give back to yourself. Always. So that's my piece of advice to you guys. That's my piece of advice to myself, right? Work better at giving back to yourself. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you guys made it this far, be sure to hit that thumbs up. You got to leave a thumbs up, y'all. We got fish in the tank. I don't see no reactors out there with some fish in the background. You know what I'm saying? I love my fish, y'all. But, hit that subscribe button, hit that like. Let me know down below what's your Sunday plans, y'all. What do you guys do on Sundays? What are your Sundays traditions? Mine, now that I'm home, I said this last Sunday, that I'm out here alone, I cook a good dinner. Always cook a good meal on Sundays. Back in the day, it was family time. One day, hopefully I'm back in Arizona and we can do those Sunday traditions again. But they're getting together today over there. I'll be on the FaceTime with them. But hey, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. Have a happy Sunday, y'all. I'll see you guys on Monday. Get some.